Good morning, friends. I'm Mary Fischer, and being part of this congregation has been an important part of my life for a long, long time. It's been my church home for most of my life, and I found lots of community here. I've been involved with missions things, from a mission trip to the Dominican Republic to supporting new refugee neighbors to short-term projects like working on a Habitat for Humanity house or a tiny house. Coming together to benefit others is a great way to build friendships as we do good for Christ's sake. Studies of all kinds have been an important part of my story too. They've included everything from Bible studies with Bob Gulick and Gary Klingsporn to scripture circles to the disciple study last fall and the Monday night women's book study. They are a wonderful group of women who first gathered on Zoom during the pandemic has become a little community. People who have learned from each other and supported each other in powerful ways. One other way I found community has been through making music. Music has always been a part of my life. In high school, I found my place in the band. We hung out together, screwed around together, and made music together, creating something none of us could do on our own. Music has been a big part of my life in this congregation as well. After I moved back to the Twin Cities in the late 1980s, I went to lessons and carols and thought, I want to be a part of that. Since then, I've made a lot of friends in the chorale. I even met my husband there. And we've made music together. Nothing brings people together like joining up to make a common goal a reality. In a musical ensemble, we really have to listen to each other. So we blend individually in sections, and it's the only way to stay in tune. In addition, the collaboration between singers and conductors is crucial, and we've had wonderful conductors. And we've shared our lives together. We bring prayer requests and pray at every chorale rehearsal. Living out joys and griefs and everything in between, we really become a community. This brings to mind one time in particular when the music and community of the chorale was a huge comfort to me. My mom died peacefully on a Tuesday night in February 2017. Wednesday night, I went to chorale rehearsal. It's what I do on Wednesday nights, and I craved something that felt normal. Word had passed that Mom had died. After all, these were people who had prayed for Mom and supported me through her long journey with dementia. That evening, we rehearsed an anthem called My Jesus, I Love Thee. The lyrics to the third verse go like this. In mansions of glory and endless delight, I'll ever adore Thee in heaven so bright. I'll sing with a glittering crown on my brow, if ever I loved Thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. We weren't halfway through the first line before I was crying my eyes out. Immersed in glorious music, imagining my mother experiencing the reality of these words and surrounded by people who truly care about me, the numbness dissolved and I fell apart. I wept in joy and sorrow, grief and hope, knowing that the music and the people would help me put myself back together again. I'll remember that night as long as I live. This is my hope for you, that you would have your spot, your niche, your people at Meeting House Church. I pray that you lean into something that interests you, that you pursue it with a group of people you click with, people with whom you can be your full, messy, and beautiful self. Nothing big, just that. It takes some effort and some vulnerability, and in my experience, it's so very worth it. Blessings to you, my friends.